Obama speaks at the convention, and I can't decide if it actually matters to anybody who is an undecided voter. Do conventions matter? Does Obama speaking matter? Does any of this matter?
Usually there is a post-convention bump. I mean, it's historical. The only time that John McCain was leading Barack Obama in the polls was right after the convention, when Sarah Palin was unveiled and she had her lipstick moment. That was a big moment, and it was like 39 million people viewing that. Yesterday, Kamala Harris, it was 19 million people. There was 20 million fewer people watching Sarah Palin take the stage than Kamala Harris take the stage. So I don't think you're going to see as big as a bump. And also, the convention was very messy. I don't understand. They had Billy Porter doing a music video to an old Jimi Hendrix song. You had, it was bizarre. I have two Democrat roommates. I showed it to them. They said, was there no one else available? It was really, really odd. I think that I think Obama did a good speech. I mean, he's a natural speaker. Jill Biden did fine. Kamala Harris was like a grocery list of different identity politics and meant absolutely nothing. And then to the Democrat Party, which has drifted so far to the left on so many issues, you have a tribute to John McCain and John Kasich, a notorious union buster, as like two of, I mean, Christine Todd Whitman, that doesn't mean anything. All these others meant nothing. I thought that Obama did a good speech. I think that Jill Biden did a fine speech. And then the rest of it trended from okay to what am I watching?
Why are so few people watching this? Is this a coronavirus thing? Is it a lack of excitement because the crowd's not there? I mean, crowds do actually add something to these things. Is it that the Democrat ticket is so boring? Is it that they're so far left? Why? There has to be a reason. Viewership cut in half is a lot.
Yeah, viewership is down. Viewership was down about 5 million people from where it was 4 years ago for the night that Kamala Harris spoke, and it was down bigger on the first and second night. I don't know exactly why. It's not like other television shows. This is a live event. I mean, the viewership for 2016 was very high on both the Democrat and Republican side. Like 2004 when you had Bush and Kerry. As far as why is it happening, I think maybe coronavirus, dude. Also, I think that people just don't care. I think people are really burnt out. And when you tell people for 6 straight months that they're going to die, I think that the level of excitement to sit there and keep them going is kind of diminished at that point. And I just think that I think that it doesn't feel like a normal presidential year, it doesn't feel like a normal presidential cycle, and people are just really burnt out by the entire thing. And clearly, if you look at most polls, people are voting against Trump, not for Biden. I don't think they really care about Joe Biden.
Burnt out? How could they be burnt out? Democrats, I mean, they're the party out of power. They should be uniquely motivated. I figured they'd be frothing at the mouth and wearing their stupid hats and dancing in the streets.
Yeah, there was no pink pussy hats, which is kind of shocking because I thought that maybe Joe Biden would give a national address wearing one right now. That would have been the finest moment. Besides him, if he would have walked out with a pink pussy hat saying "Where am I?" that would have just been, I think, what we would have expected from Joe Biden, and we would all have been sat there and said, "Okay, look, this is what it is. It is what it is. They're not trying to hide anything or make anything." What I thought was most shocking was the fact that they kept the more radical parts really from being seen. If you watched the afternoon convention meetups, you had like the LGBTQAI plus meeting, which was it was about how they want to abolish ICE, prisons, and the police. And they were having those conversations during the daytime hours. At the nighttime, it was tributes to John McCain. That just shows the duplicity of the Democrats right now, that they're really not showing their agenda. And it also shows how little they care about Bernie Sanders voters. They really couldn't care less if they were there or not. I mean, AOC got 45 seconds to sit there and stand up, but they had supporters of the Iraq War getting full 10-minute long addresses.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.